have those conversations. That's what it comes back to, just having open conversations.
Mm. You know, your idea of that, and you working at the bank, and when was the first thought in your head to start your own business? Like with what you're doing now, how did that start, and how did that?
But I'll be honest, I probably would never have done it if it wasn't for Millsy, because I mean, the way I saw it, like I was comfortable and I was happy, but then he was sort of like he was just like, oh bro, why don't we just go out and do something? And then I was like, oh, obviously with having his face as the front of it, then I was sort of confident in terms of, yeah, if we're going to do it, then, you be the face and I'll just be in the back doing the mortgages and then teaching him, because I had to teach him for 6 months before he could write. So I think it was just that, and I think the excitement of doing it with your mate as well, being on a journey and just learning on the way, because it's totally different. Because, I could have stayed at the bank, I was earning good money there, but then I was just comfortable, and then it was to the point where I was just going to work, doing my work, and then coming home. Like no enjoyment. Like I was just, plus there's a lot of politics that go on, within the banks. You want to try something to better your community, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll do it, and then nothing happens, or they might do something and it's like it feels like a tick the box just to, we're out in the community doing stuff. So I just wanted to take control of that, really. And but yeah, man, took me a while to think about it, but then once I knew he was 100% committed, then I was like, oh yeah, bro, then we'll just do it.
Because stepping out on your own is scary for anyone to do, especially like you said, earning good money, and people that work and then decide to go on their own. Like this first week, or first month.
Oh man,
the planning, the actually leaving the job, and then knowing that there's no more income coming in until you start doing your thing.
100%. So it was.
So how hard was that sort of transition?
Yeah, no, it was scary. It was scary, but I was lucky. Like my partner Michelle, like she, encouraged me and had faith in me, and I had faith in myself. But I just knew it's one of those things like, bro, you just have to do it. Worst case scenario, I'll just go back to banking. But yeah, it was scared, just, especially like you say, because we get paid from the banks when a loan draws down. So it's that whole thing, how long's it going to take? So I asked a lot of people. Like I didn't just wake up one day and said, let's do it. So I spoke to other advisors that I knew, and and they were like, oh man, we're surprised you haven't done it already, stuff like that. I was like, oh man, bro, too scared, man. So yeah, it was just taking that leap of faith, and just, it's either now or never. And I didn't want to not do it and then think like today going, oh man, I should have gone out and done it. So, we've been quite fortunate, but it's been hard work, but at the same time, it's more satisfying when you know that, the work you've put in, this is the outcome, But yeah, definitely scary, man. Crazy. It's still scary now sometimes, like just there, but just having that faith that, man, bro, we're doing good. We're on the right track. Because eventually it'd be good to get our company real big and real humming, and that get a few more people on and stuff like that. But at the moment, we're just happy just take our time, man. Like it's not a sprint, we're not competing with anyone else, even though in the industry, a lot of them do compete. Like it's always funny. We always see an advisor like, bro, how you going? You guys busy? Like, oh man, we're so busy. We're like, stop telling lies, man. That's what I mean. It's good when you're with your mate. You just have those laugh ones. You crack up, man.
Shucks. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I love it. I'm real passionate about it. So, and that's another thing that drives me as well.
So is your business model based on your experience working at the banks and just bringing that across and putting your own like sort of flavor to it?
Yeah. It's like, to be honest, bro, we just learn on the fly. Like, okay, what do we want it to look like? And it's just, we want it to be like a safe environment where people can just openly come and ask us questions. We want them to be comfortable. Sometimes I get phone calls at 9:00 at night, and it's just answering, just little things like that, and making them feel comfortable. And then it's just sort of evolved from that, like we've done things, we're like, oh bro, that's probably not working, let's try and change it up or try something different. So I think it's just open And bro, the thing I like about us is we always ask the people we deal with, or even when we go to companies, like, what can we do better? What can we do different? So, we got, I think the harshest critics, or, it's hard to hear when they say, oh, you guys weren't good at that. But at the same time, it's because that's where you get the growth, right? Because if no one tells you that, then you keep doing it, then you lose that engagement. So it's good that, not that anyone says, oh no, you guys are hopeless at that. Just go, oh yeah, we would have liked to know more about, something else. We're like, oh, okay, no, that's good to know. So it's just, I guess, putting yourself out there and asking for, feedback and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because then that's how you learn, right? Because if no one, like I said, going back to if you keep doing something and then there's no engagement, but people don't tell you, then but you don't know, right? And you think you're like, oh yeah, man, look, they love it, man.
That's the worstest one, especially when it's around beverages, eh? But I heard you guys are.
Right, so yeah, it's I guess it's like that.
No, you're right, man. That feedback is important, eh? Like good and bad.
Yeah.
Because man, I had a podcast yesterday and we were talking about that topic, and the guy sitting across me was saying, "Man, never listen to your family, eh? Because they always say it's good.
Yeah,
you don't want to listen. You don't want to ask your family anything."
Yeah. Nah, yeah, it's. I mean, yeah, that's where I find the biggest growth, like for us, and if we're on the right track. And sometimes we would just leave like a little pamphlet note, just tell us what we can do and just chuck it on the board. And then, at the end of it, we'll go back and we'll just read them all and just put them in places what we're doing. But
how
yeah.
long have you been trading now? Like
4 years now?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think 4 years, eh? So, yeah, we started in Glendean, just a little shared office space, and then now we're in Rosebank Road in Avondale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Bit dangerous because we're above the Columbus Cafe, so free coffees, eh? It's like, oh man, I need to cut that out, eh?
Well, yeah, they say, what, is it 3 years if a business goes under, then something like that.
If you last 3 years or something like that, then you're doing something right.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's been an awesome journey so far, and then just wanna keep going, keep it going and stuff like that. And like I said, the more reach we can get, because I believe a lot of our families can get into home ownership. I mean, even when the rates are high, like people always tell me, what do you think going to happen to the rates? I'm like, I'll probably grab my crystal ball and see what happens. But if you can afford it, this is my own personal opinion. If you can afford it, then get in, because your mortgage is over 30 years, so the rates are always going to go up. They're going to come down.